472-474-1173.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this fall. Check out their large variety of tennis shoes and dress shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Aetrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln, or check out their options online at brownshoefitco.com.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
Summer is winding down, but there's no reason to put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Sign up today for 9-hole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting on September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Call today at 402-742-0140.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. I'm Matt Knipe with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand that no two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
What would you tell a friend who was on the fence about going to Limitless Mail?
I would tell them to go to Limitless today. Don't hesitate. You're going to second guess yourself on if it's the right decision. The staff there is amazing. The treatments work. I'm living proof that it can completely change your life for the better.
Join thousands of men who have changed their lives with testosterone treatment. Slow down the aging process and live life. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmail.com.
Welcome in to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, welcome to the show. It's the Get You Happy On Hour. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons. We're on 93.7 The Ticket. Got to give a big shout out to Matt Warner and Empire Fence and Netting. Man, them people doing big things out there in Waverly, Nebraska. And I just want y'all to know, man, I'm proud of you guys. And y'all are not just a company, man. Y'all like a family. I've seen it firsthand. And keep doing that. Keep doing big things. You know, I know it's Super Bowl weekend and everybody's preoccupied, but I'm very, very humble and honored to have a person that I've grown to look at it like a little brother. This guy here has done some amazing things, and he's going to continue doing amazing things. And not only that, he's got some big news tonight on behalf of the Look Like Somebody. We'll get into that and all a little bit later. But first, I want to just welcome Randy J. Goodwin. How you doing, man?
Life is good, man. Life is good. Box of chocolate.
Well, you know, I again, I want to say thank you to Randy. I want to say thank you, man, for coming and support me at the hearing, and all the stuff that you've been doing to help me along the way with this documentary. But Randy, a lot of my viewers and listeners, they know maybe who you are, but I don't know if they know where you're from, man. Where are you from?
Earth. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What part of Earth? You feel like sharing?
No, I'm born and raised. I'm Nebraska bred, Omaha, Nebraska. Grade school from Wakanda to Nathan Hale to I split high schools, Northwest and Creighton Prep, and went down to UNL for a little while before going to the military, Air Force, and then after Shade again kind of yanked me into stand-up comedy. I never planned on that part. I always planned on being an actor since I was 8 years old. I mean, that's what God built me for even back then. But Shay, man, he got me into stand-up, and we started doing shows and doing competitions, and we've always done stuff.
Right,
we've been boys for 43 years. And
big shout out to Shay. What's going on with the young man?
Shay Deegan.
Shay Deegan.
No, that's my dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I got to give a big shout out to Shay too, man. He showed a lot of love to me. I'm still appreciating that membership to 88 Tactical.
Yes.
So big shout out to 88 Tactical as well, because, man, that place is, I don't know, man. It's something, I got to have my car checked because I can't go to Omaha. I can go to Omaha, but I can't pass that exit where 88 Tactical is. I don't even understand. It's like I'm driving, all of a sudden my blinker will just come on.
It's the computer.
It's the computer. I'm gonna blame the computer.
You got the self-driving car, and it just takes you straight to 88 to the restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, man, next thing I know, I'm standing at the bar ordering some food to go.
Or to stay, and then something to go.
Yeah, I've done that too. I'm very talented with that. And the funny thing is, I can get the 88 Tactical faster than I can get the South Lincoln. So that makes it a little easier to make that trip as well. So Randy, after you got done with all your schooling and the comedy thing, you went to the military.
Yes, went to the military. And when we got back from the military, so Shay went Coast Guard, I went Air Force. We got back around the same time, and it was time to go to Hollywood. 1994. Shay met a girl. They always do it to us, man.
Shay met a girl.
They do the thing.
I got it.
And he stayed, became a sheriff's deputy with Douglas County, and I went on to Hollywood. And I'm just thankful both of us became successful in our own fields, which was beneficial when I started coming back home to really build the film industry here. Mm-hmm. Back in 2004, when I started doing acting, writing seminars and all that, and then came back quite a bit, got a house with the family back in 2014, and really started pushing incentive deals for film and trying to, bring the film industry together here in Nebraska, because, a lot of people don't want to work together and they don't want to listen. And
right.
I'm like, there's quite a few famous Nebraskans, quite a few successful Nebraskans in front of and behind the camera, but none of them ever come back to help. Drives me crazy, man. And I get upset about it when I talk about it, because I could have used the help from out, from those who have recognizable faces and names. There's many Oscars from Nebraskans. They don't help.
Don't come back.
So I said, you know what? I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing all these years. But pulling a team together here or in Omaha with Stacey Heatherly and Dana Reeves, Kirk Zeller out of where's Kirk's from? Kearney, well, Ravenna, actually.
Ravenna, yeah.
There's a handful of others. Young man who's right here in Lincoln, Ishma Valente. We all just kind of start coming together after around 2016. And, now we have Governor Pillen on board. We've got a lot of the senators on board, Senator Rita Sanders, Senator Brewer, Senator Wishart. I mean, I can keep going on and on. We have it bipartisan, which is great because I think this bill is going to pass with flying colors, and we will be able to draw bigger productions into Nebraska from Hollywood.
When you say you went to Hollywood, I was just thinking, Randy, you being a spiritual guy and a Christian, how was going to Hollywood for you? I mean, because from what little bit I know on the outside looking in, it's not very, how should I say this? It's not friendly for Christians.
Right.
That's just the feel that I get, but I've never been in Hollywood, so I don't know that, but it just seems like it's not geared for Christians.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is not. It is not. But how my parents raised me and my brothers and, with morals and values and respect, but, don't take the light skin and the kindness for weakness.
I got you.
So I put my foot down before I got there. And I said, you know what? I drew a line in the sand and I said, there's a line I will not cross. I will never be bought. I've turned down hundreds of millions of dollars in 31 years of being there. And I've turned down many roles. Actually, it's online now. My first manager, I've only had 2 managers in all 30 years I've been out there.
Wow.
But my previous manager, after I turned down another movie that I felt made Black people look ignorant and I couldn't do it. They said, you have officially turned down more work than any actor in Hollywood. Now, that's not when, say, I'm already working on something and I can't do it. Or like Will Smith had, or Tom Cruise or, Ryan Reynolds, and they have, 10 movies lined up. So they have to turn down stuff. No, I was turning down stuff when I was sleeping in my car. I was turning down stuff when I was sleeping on a park bench in Hollywood.
Gotcha.
So
you were standing on what you believe.
From day one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be a tough deal because, like you say, you're sleeping in your car, sleeping on park benches. And if I remember correctly, for a long time, it took you a while to kind of get on. Is that right?
No.
Oh, you got on pretty quick?
2 years.
2 years you got on.
2 years, and I was on the show Fast Track with Keith Carradine and Fred the Hammer Williamson.
Okay.
Yeah. It was hard 2 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying. 2 years on in your car and on a park bench couldn't have been the easiest thing when you could have crossed that line.
Yes.
And, yeah, and been living large.
Yeah.
But you stood on what you believe, man. I respect that because that's hard to do, especially under a lot of adversity and difficulties of where am I going to sleep? That's the kind of thing a lot of people take for granted. Because when you say Hollywood, everybody immediately thinks about all the glamour.
Yeah. Everybody sees the stuff I've done, but they don't know what I had to see. There's a lot of what people do to get it. And if you look at all the actors right now that are in trouble, there's a lot of them.
Yes.
All the actors and the singers that are on social media, all this stuff is coming out.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff coming out on a lot of people. They've all compromised to get it.
Right.
I know one producer called me up and he goes, man, you see everything, he mentioned a couple people, and I went, I'm surprised that so-and-so they get called. He goes, oh, he did today. I went, ooh. And he said, well, at least there's one dude we know is not going to get that call. I said, who? He said, you, stupid. And I went, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, if anything came down about me, it's because somebody's making something up, because I don't party with them. I don't drink with them. And I get a lot of flack for not drinking with a lot of producers. One producer told another producer who likes me, he says, yeah, man, so-and-so said he loves your work, man, but he don't trust you because you won't drink with him. And
wow.
the difference is it's not trust. It's if I don't have the same dirt on me that you have on you, maybe Randy might tell. I don't care about what you do as long as it ain't hurting me or kids.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
I got you. Well, I'll be real honest with you, man. Just the fact that you stood on principle, that's a tough thing to do, man, because like you say, man, they throw, like, I call it monopoly money at you, and all of a sudden you got to make a decision. And once you make that decision, the only bad part is after you get the money or you make the decision that gets you the money, then you're stuck.
Well, that's one thing I always say is be careful, because what you do to get money is what you got to do to keep money.
Right.
So you do dirt one time thinking it's just one time. They got video, they got people around. It's just not a one-time thing. They got you.
They got you.
So I will never give in.
Well, to be honest with you, I think it just takes a lot of courage and, a lot of conviction just to be able to survive Hollywood for 30 plus years and not give in, because I'm pretty sure, and I'm guessing here, but I'm pretty sure you've seen your share of people that gave in.
Yeah, Nebraskans too. I mean, people, like I said, people that I know very well who, when we were young actors, saying, they're like, yeah, Randy, I'd never give in either, man. And then each one of them gave in and fell off, and I watched stuff with them, and I go, wow, they got the hook.
Well, like I said, I've never been in that situation for as acting. I saw some of the little time that I played ball, I saw some things happen, but I just don't think it was to that extent like it is in Hollywood. And to be honest, when you was in Hollywood, the question I have to ask for you is what other jobs did you have before acting took off? Did you have other little side hustles?
I just ran a security company. I had two partners. We had this little security company called MIB. It was before the movie Men in Black.
Okay.
So we were Men in Black before Will Smith was Men in Black. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But yeah, we had a little company, man. I'm blessed. I haven't really had to do regular jobs.
Yeah.
When I first got there, I did get a job at the Warner Center Marriott, which is where a lot of celebs come in, and they utilize that hotel in Woodland Hills. And I'm not good at working for people. So I quickly, literally right away, next thing you know, I'm running room service. I'm running it. and that's also when I ended up sleeping in my car. So I was hooking up security, dude who runs security, with food, and he would let me know when there was a room open that I could sleep in that night.
Gotcha.
Because I was just making enough money for headshots and just basically to kind of live, but pursue what I was there to pursue. I was figuring it out on my own. I had no blueprint. I knew nobody.
And like you said, it wasn't a whole lot of Nebraskans coming back to lay the foundation for you. So you just had to kind of ad lib it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
That had to be kind of tough too, man. But when you did get in, how did it feel?
Well, this is kind of funny. So Larry Gelbart, the creator of MASH.
Okay.
Larry Gelbart was the executive producer of my first show that was created by Tristan Rogers, who played Robert Scorpio. He's Australian, on General Hospital for all those years.
Okay.
You got Luke and Laura, and you had Scorpio and Anna.
Okay.
So he was big. Everybody knew him from college. Everybody knew Young and the Restless, General Hospital.
Right.
And I remember going to my security gig, going that night. And I was one of the dudes, and my tags were expired on my little Fiat. and I had my pillow and stuff in there and some of my clothes. And I'm on my way from where I was staying, if you will. And the cops pulled me over.
Ooh.
About 2 miles away from the Hollywood Athletic Club, where, that's where we were doing our security. Man, my tags were expired, and they said, we're going to have to tow your car. And I was like, what? And they said, well, you can take out up here what you want. I took out my pillow. I grabbed some clothes, man, and I had to walk 2 miles.
Wow.
The next day, I called my boy Troy Allen. Troy Allen, man, that's a good brother. He was a senior exec at 20th Century Fox.
Okay.
He's the one who shepherded Blade through all the rewrites, got that made, worked on Braveheart, a lot of movies. So we just became close friends. And I called him and I said, hey, man, I have an audition today. This is the next day after I got told. Because I have an audition for Showtime for this show called Fast Track, where I'd be like young black NASCAR driver. He said, I got you. So he left 20th Century Fox, took the day off just to take me. Man, took me to Beverly Hills and waited. I was in there half the day. He waited for me out there.
Wow.
And so I go in, do the audition, come out. There's a bunch of other people going in and auditioning for the same role and others for other roles. And when Larry Gelbart, he walks out and he says, I got to find the can. Where's the can? He's looking for the bathroom. And when he turns, he sees me in the crush of all the people sitting over there in the lobby area. And he gives me a thumbs up. And I thumbs up back.
Yeah.
And he goes, he gives me a hard thumbs up because I'm not catching it.
Yeah.
And then so I gave him a thumbs up back, and he just gave me the big eyes, like, seriously, dude? And I went, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
But I didn't let anyone else know. I just sat there and I'm thinking, is that what he meant? Is that what he meant? So everybody whittled down. It was just me. And they pulled me back in and said, congratulations, man.
And that was your first?
That was my first one. So I went downstairs. I got in the car, and Troy, and I had no emotion. I just sat there. And Troy looked at me and he went, you got it, didn't you? And I said, man, yes, I did. And man, just so excited. So next, I'm on a plane to Toronto shooting my first show for Showtime. And it was one of those shows where I learned integrity. I already had what I was doing, but to see Larry Gelbart turn the show down after the first full season because Showtime wanted him to do, they wanted some nudity and they wanted more language and all that. And he said, man, I'm Larry Gelbart. MASH.
Yeah.
And they said, well, we're Showtime and we want that. And he pulled all the cast together, flew to New York, came back the weekend, called us all together. He said, I'm going to let the show die. And I was like, what?
Wow.
I spent all my money from first season because we were already, we were guaranteed a season 2 already.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? How am I going to get back to LA? I was expecting, y'all told us we had a guaranteed pickup, but his integrity would not let. He turned down a lot of money too.
Okay.
But he wouldn't let it happen. And for me to see that on my first show taught me a couple of lessons. One, don't spend all your money on you. I just did it because I knew I was getting a season 2.
Yeah,
One, there's no guarantees in Hollywood. That's one lesson I learned. 2, that a man as big and powerful as Larry Gelbart was, this dude said no.
Wow.
That let me know I could continue to say no.
Well, to be really honest, I think that's really a great story. And not only a great story, it's a great way for you to live. Yeah. Hey, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back, man, with 93.7 The Ticket. The Get You Happy on Hour. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with menudelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
Warning, this ad will use the F word often, so listen at your own risk. Family fun, fun with friends, freedom from fuel, free Yeti cooler, free driveway delivery. Hey, this is Carl from Nebraska Golf Carts and Priced Right Auto, and we have the all-electric Bentelli Fun Carts, and they are a blast. Plenty of fun colors, and these street-legal carts come in both 4 and 6 passenger. Tell us you heard us on the ticket and get a free Yeti cooler with your purchase. Hurry, supply is limited. Check them out at 1235 West O in Lincoln or NebraskaGolfCarts.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415 or online at ambitionelectric.com.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
It's football season in Nebraska, and that means coaches are busy making game plans. I'm Eric Hagan with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand no two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. Liberty Law's relentless trial attorneys serve all of Nebraska. To learn more, visit libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. SCC's Career Days will provide you with a hands-on experience as you learn alongside SCC faculty and students and industry partners. Explore careers in healthcare, construction, ag, automotive, manufacturing, engineering, power sports, transportation, or technology. See your options at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Fall has arrived, and it's the perfect weather for the DIY market to listen to the game while building a deck. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and Decorators composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance and to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671 or go online to deckcityne.com.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Guys, you've heard me tell you all about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, but it's not just me. Folks all over town are having success with the FXB program. Guys like Gary, who just finished up his own 10-week challenge.
Yeah, Mark. After having a knee replacement in March, I was looking for a way to get back into shape. The workouts are fun, the atmosphere is a total blast, and I've lost 17 pounds since starting in July.
The next Farrell's 10-week challenge begins on October 7th, and ticket listeners get $150 off enrollment. Just head to theticketfm.com. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, we back. You know, I see I got a text from Carla Walker. Carla, I really appreciate you tuning in to the show. It means a lot to me. And I think we got some more comments. Ben, we got anything over there?
Yeah, we have Brett, Brad, Shauna, and Odious all on the stream.
Man, I want to give a big shout out to all y'all for watching the show. It means a lot to me. I mean, I know you guys could be doing other things, but the fact that you tuned in, and it's not going unnoticed. I just want y'all all to know I appreciate you. Hey, Randy, we were just kind of covering a few things during the break too, but I want you to talk a little bit more about some of the things that you have coming up real soon that's going to help the Look Like Somebody brand. Can you talk about that?
Yes, I can.
Appreciate it.
So, well, first of all, the state of Nebraska is finally on board with Randy J. Goodwin and Fallen Giant Films, my production company. I will be opening offices in Omaha, and I will be moving back to Nebraska full time at the end of spring, early summer. And a big part of it is to produce these projects that we've been working on for quite a while, one of which is yours.
What? Did y'all hear that? I don't think they heard. You got to say that again for the people in the back row.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so we did this documentary about the life of Ricky Simmons and what he went through from a kid, high school, playing ball, college, pros, incarceration, addiction, and in the last 14 years of helping people. And the documentary is phenomenal. We premiered it at 88 Tactical to a packed house. Coach Osborne was there. Mike Rozier was there. Johnny Rogers was there.
Eric Crouch.
Eric Crouch was there. All three Heisman Trophy winners from Nebraska were there, along with some others. And not a dry eye in the place after that documentary.
I know I'm going to get put on blast.
So I step around, and not everybody knew that Ricky and the guys were in the house. So I stepped to one side because we kind of had a little private area in the back in the event space. And I had Ricky come over. I said, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet the man of the hour, because none of this would be possible without him. It's his life. And Ricky came over. Man, they gave him a standing ovation. Ricky started crying. Because he said, man, I didn't want to cry, man. And then I tried to grab Mike. I said, Rose, come here. And he went, man, I got to go to the bathroom. He was, his eyes were watering up. And Coach Osborne just kind of put his head down and said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And he left. Left us hanging, man. Everybody walked out. But that's how powerful this documentary is. And it's not your typical documentary. It's not going to be released as a movie. It is the pilot episode to a series. And the entire first season is 10 episodes of different Huskers from different eras who have gone through adversity and come out on the other side. And I know that there might be some that don't come out well on the other side, because it is all lessons. And that's what Ricky's is. So Look Like Somebody, the Ricky Simmons story, is the first one. It is the pilot. It is the kickoff. And for those of you who don't know, I'll share this with you. Look Like Somebody is one of the last things that Ricky's father said to him before he had a stroke. And he never heard him talk again. He passed away. So Look Like Somebody is Ricky's brand. Now we're going to move into the rest of the series after the pilot episode 1, and it's going to be Ricky Simmons presents Look Like Somebody, the Johnny Rogers story. Ricky Simmons presents Look Like Somebody, and whoever we decide to go with after that, it's all under his banner because he's the one who kicked it off. And it's something pretty special. I'm excited about it. I'm gonna be putting up the money out of my own pocket. How about that?
That's perfect.
All $7.
Perfect. I'll take it. Long as it don't come out of mine. Well, I wanted y'all to hear that from Randy because I know a lot of people have been asking me, man, when can I see it? When can I see it? I'm like, dude, we're working on something. And when Randy shared that with me, I asked him to come on the show so that he could share it with you guys because we got big things coming, man. And
yes.
And that's just one of the projects that he's got in the works. He's got several others. And I'll be honest with you, I'm humbled and I'm honored at the same time, because a lot of times when you go through adversity in life, it's real easy to just throw the towel in and say, you know what? I messed up. I'm never going to get another shot. Life's almost over. I'm just waiting on the end. But, I chose a different path. I can't undo a lot of the things that I've done, but what I have tried to do in my own version is try to help others not make the same mistakes. And I think, the fact that me and Randy end up hooking up and getting the opportunity to work on this documentary together, it really, he became like my little brother, and I'm very protective of that relationship because there's not a lot of people out here in this world, and y'all already know this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. There's not a lot of people out here that really trying to help you. They'll give the illusion that they want to help, but that help has so many strings that comes with it that it's almost kind of like what you were saying about Hollywood. It's not even worth taking on that help.
Right.
So I'm just going to say publicly and on air, thank you. Thank you. That means a lot to me because I've had a lot of people say they're going to help me, but it didn't look like help when it was all said and done. So I'm excited about the first season.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be big. And now, once we get this season done, you had mentioned something about pitching it to different places.
Actually, we will take the first few episodes while we're continuing on. We'll take the first few episodes to different outlets: Netflix, Fox Sports, Amazon Prime, Paramount Plus, and these things all go to what's called the upfronts in New York, and they look at each project and then they decide, okay, we want to buy this one for this amount of money. And then another one says, well, we want that too. How much? And now it's a bidding war.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of a fun process and it's slightly nerve wracking, but man, this is how Hollywood does it. It's just a big part of the whole machine.
Well, I'm just glad that you're leading this because I have no Hollywood experience, so I don't understand the process at all.
Hollywood experience with that hat. Ricky looks like he's in Hollywood every day, especially when you show up in the golf shorts.
Well, I'll be honest with y'all. I try to explain to people the reason why I dress the way I do, and it's in honor of my dad. My dad's in heaven, but Randy's correct when he says what he said earlier. For those you don't know, I was taking care of my parents back in 2004 through 2006. And in 2006, my dad, last words to me before he had a stroke was, Well, let me tell him. I'll just tell this part. First thing he says, never give up, because he knew what I was doing, and it wasn't right. But he still believed in me, so he made me promise him I wouldn't give up. Then the second thing he was like, at some point you got to put God in your life, and I was like real honest with my dad. I was like, well, Dad, it won't be tonight, but eventually I will, and I did, and I have. And the third one, and his last request to me was, every day you blessed to see, you get up and you look like somebody, and you do that for me. And he walked away. And the next day he had a stroke, and I've never spoke to my dad again. And shortly after that, he died. So that's my motivation, a big part of my motivation. The other parts are just things that I want to do in honor of them, because I dedicated the rest of my life to making them proud of me, my mom and dad, proud of me in heaven. So I'm highly motivated. I dress like my dad, and I'm doing my best to live up to what he asked me to do. And I appreciate the fact that you're taking on this challenge of Ricky C. Simmons Look Like Somebody Presents.
Yeah.
That's big for me. And that's something that'll outlive me. And that's the legacy I'd like to leave.
Yeah, you're going to leave a good one.
Good.
You're leaving a good one already.
Well, I'm trying, man. It's only been 14 years and counting, but I'm off to a decent start. Yeah. So, I mean, for those of you out there that know me, 14 years and counting, there was a time when I couldn't get 14 minutes. So 14 years is a pretty big accomplishment for me, but I'm just getting started. So, Randy, what else you got going on, man?
Ooh. Well, before we even, I won't say before we get to the second episode of Look Like Somebody, I have two projects that we're going to shoot. One starts in April 1st. We're in pre-production right now. It's called The Bench, and it is a homeless love story. It's about the homeless.
Okay.
And that is a feature film. Can't talk about who we're going after right now, because it's all in negotiations. And then my baby is called 180, and it's about a drug and alcohol rehab facility. So it's about addiction and recovery.
That's that road you got to lose all that weight for.
Yes, I got to get down to about 175, 180 pounds.
Wow, man, that's woo. Well, I ain't gonna be much help in that area, because I especially as long as 88 Tactical's open.
I know you always trying to get me to Mary Ellen's anyway.
Big shout out to Charles, man. Hey, Mary Ellen.
What's up, Charles?
Hey, I was out there today. So if you're trying to lose weight, you need to get away from me, dog.
Yes. And 88 Tactical's food is so good.
Absolutely.
And Marty, the chef, and Ricky, they put food in my face.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank y'all, because I'm going to be a fat crackhead in a minute.
Well, it's going to be hard to like a crackhead when you're 200 plus. I don't think that 160, 170, good luck with that.
It's easy when I set my mind and just do it.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm using Super Bowl weekend as an excuse.
Okay. Hey, as long as it's making you feel good, that's all that matters.
Right.
So, Randy, these projects that you're working on, are they long projects? I mean, is that a long process to get those projects done, or?
Well, the average is once you have the money for it, and fortunately, I do have it for several of the projects. It's about an 18-month process. 18,
okay.
Before you may see a return.
Gotcha.
When it's a feature film, but like a TV series with 180, that's a pilot. We're going to shoot that pilot, and then that goes to New York to the upfronts with everybody else. The same process that's going to happen with Look Like Somebody.
I gotcha.
And that is, then they pick up a show like this. It can run for 7 seasons. It can run for 3 seasons. It can run for 11 seasons.
Yes.
Yes. And the way I have it structured, it has a lot of leads in it, but it has a lot of guest stars, famous guest stars that come in, like, Billy Bob Thornton, Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer I've known for a long time. And I wrote the owner of this facility. I wrote it based on him because he went through addiction.
Mm.
Everyone knows, when he was doing Cheers. They don't know why. I do. But he got out of it. He's done very well over the years. So I want people who have gone through it, actors that have actually gone through it, to be in specific roles in this thing.
Gotcha.
You know.
Gotcha. Well, I just, man, like I say, I think what you're doing is just phenomenal. First of all, because the fact that you were willing to walk away from Hollywood and come back to your home and build a film industry in Nebraska. I mean, because I've heard you tell that story before. One of your motivations was when you were 8 years old,
Yeah.
you wanted to be an actor.
Yep.
But nobody that was from Nebraska that went and made it at Hollywood would come back to even offer any kind of help or advice.
No.
That's kind of, that's hard to believe, but I know you wouldn't make that story up. So the fact that you chose to be the first person to do that is very, very big, man. So
it's interesting to me because it's sad at the same time. It's kind of unbelievable, but then it kind of pisses me off a little bit. Because I'm like, I mean, I was that kid and I would say, Mom, Dad, I want to be an actor. Oh, you can't be an actor. That's Hollywood. That's way out there. You can draw architecture. So that's what I ended up coming down here at Lincoln for, architecture. Okay. But guess what? Left sophomore year.
Yeah.
Because like I told my kids, y'all can go to school for what you want to go to school for.
Right.
And you don't even have to go to school as long as you can still educate.
Right.
You don't have to go to an institution to do that today. You can do it online.
Correct.
So I'm like, I will never push my kids to go for something that I want them to go for. Although I would like for them to work with me in the film industry, it's their choice.
Right.
So maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who knows?
I think it's important that anybody that, and just this is across the board, if you can find something that you're passionate about and something that you love, and if you can turn that into an employment, then you'll never work a day of your life.
A lot of people say that. And I know a lot of people feel that. I don't.
What do you feel?
I bust my tail every day.
Yeah, but you work harder for yourself though.
Right. So that's just the little twist for me is I love what I do. It's still work.
Oh, absolutely.
I get tired.
Yeah.
But I'll never quit because I love it.
That's my point. Yeah.
Love
See,
it,
and that's where I was going with that. I think that it's much easier to work really hard.
Absolutely.
For something you love.
Absolutely.
Versus working for someone else. That don't work. I mean, I'm not against anyone that has a 9-to-5. That's not what I'm saying. But if you have a choice to where you're going to have to work really hard.
Right.
Either way,
you're going
to have to work really hard. I'd rather work hard for me.
Yes.
Than to work hard to make someone else rich.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's
100.
Yeah, that's kind of my personal take on things, but hey, do whatever you have to do. Everybody's not wired the same way. Some people are more comfortable working just, hey, let me go do my task, let me get my check, and and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm not wired like that either.
Yeah, I honestly, I feel a little sorry for people who don't have, the moxie, if you will, to go after their dream. I mean, go after it. Most people don't because they're not taught that in school.
Right. Well, they don't teach that in school either. I mean, I've done a little research on this, and I've noticed that a lot of times schools basically train you to be
a worker.
Yeah, to be an employee.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it looks to me. Now, I'm not saying I'm right, but I don't know. I mean, the things that they're teaching is like entrepreneurial isn't one of them.
No. This is why Creighton Prep was different.
Okay.
I remember speech and debate class, it's freshman year, and actually me and Shay and our boy Richard DiGiacomo, who was an Elvis impersonator today, man. He's a bad dude.
He's a bad dude.
Sounds like him, looks like he's funny. But we were all clowns back then, played football, all that stuff. But I was in speech and debate class, and everybody did their speeches. The president, this president, or this judge, or just something. I got up. It was my turn, and I did Bill Cosby's Noah from his comedy album. And Miss Tishy was like, I did not see that coming. Man, I got standing ovation. Well, standing from some of them. But everybody clapped and laughed. And she said, wow, I did not see that coming. And you should continue following that dream. Because everyone knew that I wanted to be an actor, even back then. And when Dick called me today, Dick Giacomo, we were talking. He said, man, this is what you were talking about doing all those years ago. And now I'm literally watching you on TV. And I'm like, man, that's my dude. He goes, and you are still the same, just the same person. So there's a bunch of us that went to Creighton Prep. And I, of course, like I said, a lot of you know that I also, like I said, I split. I went to Nathan Hale. Northwest as well. But Prep is that school, man, that pushes you to be a leader. Gotcha. Our saying there is for the school is men for others. We get out there to do what we do for you.
Right.
And as long as I take care of you and you take care of the man next to you and he takes care of the man next to him, we're all taken care of.
Correct.
So yeah, they really push entrepreneurship. And there's a lot of my guys that have done very well in life.
Well, that's kind of rare.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's real rare. Well, hey, you guys hang in there with me. We're going to take one more quick break. We'll be back on 93.7 The Ticket to get you happy on hour. Be right back.
After a long, hot summer, are you ready for fall? What about your home? Is your heating system ready for cooler temperatures ahead? Be sure and call Bryant for your fall heating check. No matter what brand of equipment you own, Bryant's trained technician will thoroughly clean and inspect your furnace or heat pump to make sure you stay warm and comfortable. Call today to schedule your home heating check. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
So, I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this fall. Check out their large variety of tennis shoes and dress shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Aetrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln, or check out their options online at brownshoefitco.com.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
Summer is winding down, but there's no reason to put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Sign up today for 9-hole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting on September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Call today at 402-742-0140.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. I'm Matt Knipe with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand that no two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, and we back. I got to give a big shout out to Maryland and Georgia. Appreciate you tuning in. That means a lot, man. Don't take anything for granted. Otis Lee, man, you said something about some shrimp and grits on the menu. I'm going to be honest with you. You got Randy over trying to look at my phone to see if he can get your address, man.
Come on, man. You can't be sending texts like that.
Otis, hey, man, you got him in a bad way. I'm trying to keep – this is the Get You Happy On hour. I'm trying to keep him up. Now you got him thinking too hard. Hey, but Randy, we don't have a lot of time left, but I want you to talk a little bit about what you got going on with the film industry.
Oh, well, you know what? We have our film incentive bill being voted on right now. The LB 1022. That's the one that's going to draw bigger productions in, and we'll be able to, incentivize bigger stuff to come in. Well, I'm going to be here, so I'm going to be working. I got 50 projects, 50 ready to go.
Wow.
Written for Nebraska, to be shot in Nebraska. Yes, we'll bring in some of our big dogs, Tay Diggs and Morris Chestnut and them too. Get a little Tracy Ellis Ross here. Everybody knows, well, who knows, girlfriends. Y'all know me and Tracy Davis and that whole little triangle. Anyway. So, a lot of people ready to come in. So, I'm also focusing on building the Performing Arts Academy and the studio, 150-acre studio. And trying to do a lot of good things in North Omaha, as well as out in Gretna, Sarpy County, connecting the two so we can, grab young people and let them see something outside of their own neighborhoods.
Makes a lot of sense.
Just give them something to. And
you're actually helping that 8-year-old Randy that didn't have help.
Absolutely. I talk about that all the time when I speak to groups of people. Sometimes it's 500, some people it's 1,000, whatever it may be. And I just let them know. I wish I knew me when I was 8 years old. Meaning, I wish I knew somebody like me,
right?
Who could have said, "Hey, let me show you how to do it." But God does what he does, man. And I guess the only way for me to really be effective is I had to go through it.
Right. So you know exactly what it feels like.
Exactly. And now I know how to help others and not basically baby them in it, but I know how to help them get there.
Well, Fallen Giants film was going to be a big thing for Nebraska. And I'm just glad that they're finally recognizing, because you've been at that for quite a while. How long have you been trying to get a film industry in?
2004.
Wow, that's 20 years.
Dude. Yep. Yeah.
But it's finally coming.
Yeah. Yeah. It's happening. There is no, man, we're at the door. No, that door, I kicked that door open a few years back. And like I said, I got my peeps. We've been down here in Lincoln speaking at Senate committees. We're always speaking at something, doing something.
You said you got to come back down here at when?
I got to come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Yeah, we have another meeting. Like I said, we have a couple more votes on this bill, and then a couple others dealing with child labor laws. Because as we get into the film industry, there's a lot of kids that want to be actors, and we need them for specific roles. So we got to make sure they have a set teacher, that they get specific breaks. They have to eat at a certain time. We don't play games when it comes to the kids. So Hollywood has it set up. The Screen Actors Guild, it's set up to take care of young people.
Gotcha.
And we have to have that here as well. Everywhere there's a film industry, you have to have those child labor laws written into law.
What, before we wrap this thing up, what's this about a tech mafia? Can you explain that briefly for me?
It's a thing that some people just named it that, and it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Creighton Prep Mafia. It's just, because we stick together. A lot of us work together. A lot of us have known each other for many years, and we always, like Shay and I, and we after all these years, here we are, still boys, helping each other do everything. And then, guys will show up that I haven't seen forever, and it's like it's yesterday.
Wow.
And then there's a group of us called HP, Hollywood Prep, and it's about 40 people who are in the film industry from prep.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's we just try to, I want to help everybody. Don't get me wrong. It's not just about prep, but that's just where the dudes that we support each other
right
there. And I've tried to support others from, other portions of my life. And, I stick with who I can trust.
Hey, well, once you find out who you can trust, that's where you need to stay.
That's it.
To me, I think that's smart. But Randy, I want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy day just to come down here and be a part of the show. Thank you for what you're doing on my behalf with the Look Like Somebody. That means a lot to me. It's not taken for granted. And I wanted to say that again publicly, just so you know that it's appreciated. And I got to give a big shout out to Brett Wedden, because Brett Wedden hadn't have made that phone call, it might not would have came to pass.
Right.
So yeah. I appreciate Brett Wedden for making that phone call and connecting us.
Yeah, that was a good day.
Well, hey, I want to thank everybody, man, for tuning in. But I wrap up every show the same way every week, and I want y'all to do this with me. Every day you blessed to say it's just another day in paradise, and you got to get your happy on. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you next Sunday.